everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Um, this is the first time we've actually done a podcast on the Friday the 13th. The first time we've caught it on the day. So I figured what would be awesome is if we did a special Friday the 13th and have a special guest with us. So, of course, you got me, Kay Bly, Desiree, Astro, and we have the queen of horror herself, Miss Dina is here with us. It's called Friday the 13th Fun. So I was like, hey, I was like, let's celebrate. Let's do something fun since we're finally catching it on the day of. And well, you guys know us. So before we get into it, Desiree, what you got for us today?
Hello, everyone. Y'all know I got a drink for y'all. I kind of switched it up this week. Usually I stick to the theme of what we're talking about, but I was a little excited. And so this drink is actually called the Kamala because I'm excited. I don't need no more explanation. We ain't gonna talk politics. I'm excited. So let me go on and get up and do this for y'all. I already started with my glass, you guys, and I'm gonna actually do a video of this one later. But my glass has a mint green rim. Y'all might not be able to see that really good on this camera. And I start with some actual mint, organic mint, whatever kind of mint you can find in your grocery store, in the glass. And a muddler. Y'all might not have a muddler at home. It don't matter what you do. As long as you can get in there and smush the mint leaves up so you get a little flavor in the bottom of there. Whatever.
Now, see, only real bartenders have those.
Bartender, I try. But like I said, it don't matter what you use, spoon, whatever. But muddle that up so you can smell that mint. And then for liquor, this calls for gin, which y'all know I like Bombay. Or if you like Hendrix is a good one. And another bottle that I've fallen in love with lately is called Saint Germain, and it's an elderflower liqueur. You can find this in most liquor stores. But you're gonna do 2 ounces of your gin, which I'm gonna put that in my shaker, as well as a 1/2 ounce of your Saint Germain. You know you got ice in there, and I'm just shaking the alcohol. And I'm actually gonna pour it straight into the mint. It don't take much. I just need to get a little cool. Y'all know I don't like ice, but if you like ice, go ahead and put ice in your glass right then. I'm gonna pour that alcohol straight over the top of my mint.
A little bit in there.
She always got a little ice. And then I have some raspberry lemonade. It needs to be the right color pink, y'all. Don't mess up and get no random strawberry that look red. You need raspberry lemonade. And you just top your alcohol with that, and you get a beautiful pinky green drink for Miss Kamala. That tastes amazing. But I will post a video of this later, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Go ahead and sip that. My bad.
And you know we will.
And if you don't
thank
like
you, that is good. You know, I would have never thought to put like that a mint flavor with lemonade. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but it's good.
Thank you.
So let's get into our Friday the 13th discussion. What superstitions have you guys heard about Friday the 13th?
Like when it comes to superstitions, it's nothing to do with like Friday the 13th. It's more so of like stuff my grandmother may have told me. Like, for example, if it's late at night and all of a sudden you hear an owl just hooting, like right by your window, and you normally don't hear owls, like it means to prepare for somebody to die, or either like something she would tell me, like, go ahead and start.
I was just gonna say, I ain't heard that.
Yeah, my grandma. Yeah, she told me, she's like, get a string and start tying a knot in it until it hush, and like it'll go away. And I was like, oh, okay. And like one night, staying over there, an owl started going off, and like literally, she got a string. It was just like 1, 2, 3, and it just left. Yeah, it could have just been the owl was leaving on its own. But for me, paying attention to my grandma and all that going on, I was like, okay.
Right.
All right, grandma.
Now, I've heard black birds over your house is an omen like that. Like if you pull up somewhere and it's a line of black birds on your roof or somewhere, I heard that's an omen.
I heard that
one. Mark Twain, it says, he said, Mark Twain said that he was invited to a dinner party and he was the 13th guest. But he said that somebody told him that it was bad luck and that he didn't go because even though he was the 13th guest, they only had food for 12.
Wait.
How you gonna invite me somewhere and you ain't got no food for me?
Right.
Somebody has to share. Like
that's what made me mad on his own.
First of all, that sounds like a Hannibal party.
Someone is going to be for dinner.
See, now I'm gonna be real conscious now about dinner parties because I never knew about the exactly. Because see, my first instinct is who all gonna be there, not how many is gonna be there, and now I'm gonna be all conscious about that. Maybe I shouldn't have read that. What else did I?
I was like, I read, and I don't know why
that
triggered to me. Tupac was shot on a Friday the 13th.
Because it's still an unsolved mystery.
So
I wonder if that has something strange to do with it too. I think. That here's one they said. Avoid combing your hair because if a bird uses your fallen locks to build a nest, then you'll go bald.
That's extreme. Now my grandma did say don't leave no hair in your comb or your brush, but not about a bird.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see,
that would be a cool movie,
me and Jade were told not to do. Yes, me and Jade were told that in Savannah because they put roots on you. But I ain't heard nothing about about going bald on Friday the 13th. What else?
So, Ms. Linda, do you have anything that you do on Friday the 13th to ward off superstitions, or it's just another day?
Honestly, no. And it's just like, it's kind of like I'm in between. Kind of like what Jade said, where it's like, okay, I don't go purposely trying to do certain things, you know what I mean? But I'm mindful of it, but it's not like controlling my life. But I guess as far as it goes, like with the actual day, honestly, it's just a regular day. Like sometimes I'll watch like Friday the 13th, like one of the movies, because you know it's a hit and miss with some of them, being honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you guys?
Same.
Pretty much. If I'm off, I'll watch the marathon because you know they're gonna do a marathon.
Oh, of course.
But that's about it.
Oh yeah, and I think I'm more conscious of black cats being around because see, I'm a dog person, so I don't do cats anyway. So I've always been a dog person. I've never been a cat person. So I'm always like, so if I see cats anyway,
Why?
I'm going up. And I will say I did this. And the thing is, it's the cats, it's kittens I don't have a problem with, but when they get older, I don't know why. They're just weird. And I remember one day it was a Friday the 13th and a full moon. Exactly. And a cat like dashed out in front of me on my way to work. And so I did turn around.
Girl.
I was like, oh no, I can't afford to have a bad day at work. I can't do this. And I literally turned around, and which made me, it took a longer way because I had to turn around and it ended up going.
Wait,
I just knew
you turned a car around?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Look at it.
No, ma'am. I thought she talking about she was walking somewhere. No, I'm not gonna drive the other way.
I did. Because I was on my way to work. And I thought it was a sign, y'all. I don't know why. I was just like, I just, for some reason, something was just like, oh no, that cat dashed out for you because that was something was trying to tell you something. Go that way.
So wait, so did you go to work? Or were you late?
I did. I went to work, but I went and I took an alternate route. I turned around and I didn't even know where I was going because I just knew that I couldn't go that way. So I just turned around and turned on another street, which made me, because I didn't know where I was going, abruptly was like, okay, go that way, and turned on another street.
See? And it ain't that serious.
Y'all don't be like me. No, somebody in the comments said, have we ever said Bloody Mary in the mirror? No, ain't nobody doing that, especially on no Friday the 13th. If you call it Bloody Mary or the dude with the dude with the beans, we know his name. We ain't doing that on Friday the 13th. Look, you shall not be named.
I've done it as a child,
but especially on the Friday the 13th.
Did what? Because y'all, I got froze.
Oh, they asked, has anybody ever called Bloody Mary in the mirror, but not on Friday the 13th as a child, but not on Friday the 13th, like on purpose, no.
Y'all saw that last weekend. I did not take that shot. I have never called on Bloody Mary. No. No, like
you ain't been in the bed. So like I said, I didn't do it personally, but I've been in the bathroom when somebody has done that to me. You know how older siblings and cousins try to scare you when you're small and put you in the bathroom. Right.
Well, I was the oldest.
That is how it's happened to me.
I'm scared.
I didn't do anything like that Bloody Mary in the bathroom or anything, but there was one time, I don't know why, but I decided to mess around with a Ouija board.
Oh, girl.
I know. I have no idea what.
Your heart was like beating.
It was, and it's like, so I had this this friend in high school, and just in case if she's watching, we'll name her Angel. Okay. Angel decided that she wanted to, she started hanging out with this other girl named Terry. Okay. And Terry was into some weird stuff. Terry likes playing in cemeteries and stuff, you know? And I'm like, all right, live your life. I'm not going, you know? And so that's what they would do. I don't know what they would do out there, you know, at the cemeteries. I don't know. And, you know, usually on Fridays, we would like rent a movie, watch a movie, you know, have a good time, like a horror movie. And, you know, she was like my little horror friend. And so she lived with only her aunt, but her aunt worked nights, right? So she wasn't home. There was nobody in the house with us. And so we were about to start the movie, but then she's like, oh, let me show you something that Terry taught me, right? And I was just like, no. And she's like, no, it's fun. You're going to love it. And I was like, all right, fine. Because I was a little bit curious too.
Like, what are you talking
about? Because I don't know if you guys watched, like, this is from the 80s called Witch Board, about this girl who starts playing with a Ouija board.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, I knew better, but I was still a little bit curious, you know? And so I was like, okay. Yeah. And so, again, we was just messing around. So with it, we asked a couple of questions, nothing happens. And so, like, when you first walk into the girl's house, there's like this wardrobe, like this heavy closet door. That door was really heavy. Like, the only way it could move is if somebody touched it. And no, she didn't have a dog, a cat, a pet. There was no one there. Okay. And no, it wasn't the wind, because she was trying to say it was the wind. And I knew it was time for me to leave. But basically,
that's right. That's
right. Yeah, pull a whole Roger on her. But basically, she asked a question like, okay, if there's anyone here with us, show me a sign, or show us a sign. And then we hear outside her door the pushing of that door. No. And Yeah, and so then she was like, because she had to do like this whole little opening where she said like some words about opening some door. I don't know. And so then she closed. Right? So then it was just like she closed the door and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, you want to watch the movie?" I said no. I took a cab and went home, and I never went over her house ever again. So I mean, she's cool.
Good.
She's still alive, but yeah, some stuff.
So we don't know who was in the house, but they was in the house.
You was exactly. You were smart for doing that, cause see, she trying to open doors and stuff, like open an invisible door. She probably opened some portal doors too, and you was right to get the hell out of there when you did.
Right.
Hey, I'm sorry. And it's like the thing is too, like I remember I told people that, and they're like, "Oh no, it was probably whatever." And I hate when people try to say, you know, and like they do with horror movies, like it was the wind. Literally, there was no. Okay, like. It was crazy, but yeah, I highly recommend. Don't ever do that. Not just even on Friday the 13th. Just never. So.
So I was looking at some of your videos, Zena, and noticed that you covered some like scary places in Tampa. And I also live in Tampa. So yes, I'm in Tampa Bay. And I was just wondering, have you ever experienced anything paranormal here?
No, because I don't look for it. So it's just like I know it's kind of like, oh, really horror? You like horror? I like watching horror on the screen.
We don't want to be in it.
I was just saying, you were bold to even go to the places. Like I understand we pass them throughout the day, but like going and talking about the material, like I'm you did your thing, because I don't know if I would have been able to do that. Because to me, I'd be like, oh snap, I'm talking about them. I don't want them to know.
But it was during the daytime, and the just like this haunted bathroom in St. Pete, literally a haunted public bathroom. And so we did like a cut. I didn't go in that bathroom. I would never. So I just pretended.
Oh, girl, you did that.
The secret is out. She did not go in the bathroom.
Just hold it. We'll go to McDonald's, and I'll use it if I have to go to the bathroom. No, but yeah, I thought a little bit more about talking about it, but I know like because there is this place that's in, I don't know if you ever heard of this weird town called Howie in the Hills as an example. Yeah, I know. But yeah, they have like supposedly like a haunted like castle, and you can walk through it. I'm good. You know, I wouldn't go, you know, like I wouldn't even go to the location to film outside. Like that's just me. So
see, I'm the one that's like, y'all, we gotta go investigate. We need to go check it out.
Let me watch behind. I'm gonna be like, y'all, I seen that. I heard on the radio something whisper to y'all.
Now, see, but that's the thing. I'm gonna be up out of there when somebody really show up. I'm gonna be like, let's go look, and somebody gonna be like, get out, and I'm gonna be like, yes, sir.
Girl, you a mess.
That's why a horror movie would not last long with us, because soon as something gets, because we know we're not splitting up, we're not investigating nothing, we're not going back to help nobody.
Look, if you fall, baby, I'm gonna be like Beyonce and Kelly. I'm gonna step over you, baby, and look at you. Girl, get up.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I watch horror movies, I still get scared in real life, right? Because I live in the middle of nowhere. Like literally I'm facing my backyard. It's pitch dark. There's a little mini forest out there. I never go out there at night. But the thing is, I'm gonna be honest, I would be that person that would fall and I would just lay there. Like just down. Just leave me there. At this point, I'm already dead. I won't move. I won't say anything. I would just lay there. I had a good life, you know?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to, you know, run.
Remember our freshman year?
Grab a tree and be like, y'all keep going. I love y'all.
Jay, remember the haunted house on Savannah State our freshman year? The one that was on, remember? And your bestie, she bulldozed past everybody and left us in there.
They did too much, because it was to the point where I had went into like fight or flight mode, and one of the dudes like grabbed my legs. I couldn't see, and he grabbed my legs and started dragging me. So I started swinging. Girl, it was Marquise. He talking about me, it's me. What you mean you touching me? Like, I'm scared. Like, don't touch me while I'm scared. You supposed to jump out and be like, boo. You're not supposed to touch me.
And see, I can't do haunted houses for that reason. It's fight or flight, but I have no flight. It's all fight.
Okay.
You jump too close to me. My first reflex is like, ow, back up.
We fighting. Like, no. And then I'm gonna run.
Yeah, and then you run. But the first instinct is fight.
Because I don't know how far I'm going to get with it running.
But at least we all tried to stick together some kind of way to get out of there. Meet your best friend. She literally pushed past everybody and was waiting for us when we came out. Like, she literally like ran straight through. She wasn't trying to help nobody. She wasn't waiting. She literally did the black people thing and was like,
that part now. At least, she would have been the one to call 911. She would have made it out. Don't do it.
She would have went go get help.
Yeah, she would have went. Don't do my friend.
That is hilarious. I mean, she said, I'm just lay there.
Yeah, I should have worn my Camp Crystal Lake shirt today. I forgot. I got a t-shirt that says Camp Crystal Lake, and I didn't even wear it today.
So while you talking about Camp Crystal Lake, one of our watchers asked who was our favorite characters in the Friday the 13th movies, and do we have a favorite movie? That was from this body.
Well, okay. So my favorite Friday the 13th movie, which y'all know, let's switch it over to Jason Voorhees, because this is Jason Voorhees Day. Like I said, I really should have put on my Camp Crystal Lake shirt. My favorite one is Part 4, which is A New Beginning. And I know my mom, because she's probably watching, because her and my older sister used to watch this one a lot. It's the one that had Miguel Nunez in it. And remember when Jason attacked them when they was in he was in the porter potty? And he was like singing outside the porter potty. And then, and why would you kill black people when they all singing and dancing? Like, he in the porter potty like, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. That's my favorite part in the whole movie. And my she outside of the door singing, and the next thing you know, he's singing, and she don't chime in with her part, and then that's when he realized some foolishness that happened. And
you missed your cue. Wait a minute.
Exactly. Like, she didn't come in on her part, and he come out. She did, and then there he go right there. I'm like, there you go, Jason. Go ahead and wipe out the black people while they up here singing in the middle of the woods. Why we got to be like that, y'all?
Because everything is a party.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
That stop! You're just giggling. That part was messed up. It's just like, Jason, he has no chill at all. Like,
none.
The whole franchise, he's just outrageous. So I have I guess one major part that just stuck with me ever since I was a little girl. And it's the one, the Manhattan one. And I'm sorry, just give me a moment. Okay. So it's the Manhattan one.
I think you know what, is it when the dude is punching him on the roof?
Why y'all trying to?
Yeah, he's punching him, and well, there's this character named Julian, and he decides that he wants to take on Jason on the rooftop somewhere in Manhattan. And it was crazy because everywhere in New York was empty, and it's just how everywhere, but okay. And so they're on the rooftop, and then they're fighting, and so then he finally says to Jason, he's all out of breath and all sweaty and stuff. He's like, "All right, you give me
exactly." He tired as hell.
Yeah. Jason just swung on him once, punched the guy so hard, his whole head goes flying off the roof and into the trash can. Like it's
One time.
And it's funny. It's a good time. That's like Friday the 13th, part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. So just in case if you haven't seen that,
yes,
watch that part.
There's so many of them.
So many.
Yes, ridiculous because it's like because he think he a tough guy, and Jason is literally letting him get his punches in. Buddy is like going in. He's just like, yeah, punching him, and he's just talking junk, like, yeah, just like punching him, and then he's literally wearing himself out. Like he done threw all these punches, and Jason, he got that, he ain't got no chill. He threw that one.
But I think that's what made Jason funny through the whole franchise. And he just be like, and then he just take them out. Like it was a scene like that in that one where he was in space. I don't even. Dang, who was in that one?
Oh, when he punches somebody's head and then but
that whole movie was just foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was ridiculous. Like,
but how did he even get in space? Let's talk about that.
They found him. They found his body, and they decided to. I know, like it just sounds so far fetched. I don't know. They tried.
So, like Austin Powers, the evil type stuff. Yeah, in space.
Yes.
To me, I know Jason is the star, but the star to me is his mama. Because it explains kind of, why he is the way he is.
Vorhees.
His little joke nickname is like his mama's boy and her. So that's who I think is a star to me. And I just like the original when they break down like what the heck happened to this dude and why he is the way he is. So that's just me.
And the whole time I like the little background theme of where because his mom, she's his head was like, kill her, mommy, kill her, kill him, kill her, mommy, kill her. And it took me like years to realize that she was the first killer, not Jason.
Yeah,
before he even got his mask. And I'm like, she crazy as hell too.
Yeah,
it's genetic.
You get it from his mama.
Mm-hmm. Right. But I mean, he wasn't. He was a little the messed up looking child in the first place. He wasn't that.
See, look, that's why he was killing
Jason always looked
kind of like you.
See, you need to have on that little counselor because he would have came for you. You talking about? See, he was a little disarmed little boy. He just, he was a little spit. See, he would have came for you.
Yeah, he would have.
You've been that one that pushed him over the edge. He was like, "Oh, she got to go."
Oh yeah, outside the porta potty, and he would have got you. Yes,
she got to go first.
I don't know which part this was that this girl, she had on the glasses and she was running from Jason and I'm in the sleeping bag. And then he took the sleeping bag and beat it against
him. Swinging that thing
around. I don't know what part that was.
I don't remember which part. Her and it took her whole body, was banging her body against a tree in a sleeping bag.
Yes.
It should have opened.
Like, how did you think that you was getting away from Jason by climbing in a damn sleeping bag?
I don't know.
Y'all need to call out the fact that he was a perv though. Like he always caught people like
when you were getting it in.
Like right when and then here he come like, oh, y'all want to stab? Y'all want to stab? Like, no.
Jason said he ain't never had that opportunity. Ain't none of y'all finna get this in.
See what? Okay, and no one wants
see. That's the reason, because that from Freddy versus Jason, that's why he drowned, because they was doing stuff and paid attention to him.
Well, he should have never been in the water though. Like, who told him to go in there? I'm sorry. See, that's who they. I would have been a victim too. But the thing is,
see, you getting got next. You next.
I want to
Hey, Block first, Zena next. I'm already running because it only take the first one to get killed, and I'm gone.
Well, I'm sipping tea with his mom.
But that's the thing. It's like, he died as a little boy, but then he came back as a grown man. Like, no one wants to talk about that. And how did that happen?
True.
Was his mama taking care of him the whole time? Maybe
he still had her head. So he still had her head in her sweater in a little secret spot somewhere.
He was.
He
was a little Norman Bates-ish.
I don't know.
He was a little Norman Bates like in the beginning.
Yeah, he did have that. So maybe that's what it was.
I don't know, because remember before he had.
She was second character.
Or maybe he really, really wasn't dead. Because remember, before he had the mask, he had like the burlap sack over his face.
Oh, that yeah.
That's
a good question. I ain't never even thought about that.
How y'all felt about that one?
Why we ain't never thought about that question before? That's a good one.
Jason, we just be watching the movie. We just be watching.
All in it.
It don't need to make sense.
Y'all heard me? How y'all felt about Jason?
Now, what was your favorite one?
Oh, she said, how do I feel about Jason versus Freddy?
Yeah, when it came out.
I went to the movies to see it. It was foolish. I laughed.
So Freddy is one of my favorite characters just because he himself is hilarious. Like he always got that tagline right before you die. So that made that movie that much funnier because Jason got the straight face and Freddy with the shit. Hilarious.
Did like Freddy versus Jason. I know that it is silly and ridiculous, especially like the lines and stuff. And but that one girl, I don't remember her name, like the leading girl, she's annoying. Like I never liked her. Like I was hoping that somebody would have got her, but they never did. So
I was a good one. But
I like how Freddy was getting jealous of Jason. That was another foolish one. Just foolish.
It was
like how was he like he was like going from person body to body and stuff. It was foolish. But see, that's the movie that led to Freddy versus Jason, because at the very end of the movie, you guys remember when Freddy grabbed his mask at the very end of it.
Yeah. And I think he brought him back or something like that. Y'all know who they should have did a crossover
down there, and he's the one who brought him back.
They should have did a crossover with the dude from Hellraiser.
Oh yeah,
that would have been a good one. Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Well, who he gonna take on?
It's still
Pinhead versus who?
If it was Jason or Freddy, I honestly think that Pinhead would win.
Yeah, because Pinhead was dark.
Have y'all seen I was watching
about bull.
It was a Hellraiser, but I think it was like the last one where there was like a whole nother like type demon that defeated Pinhead. Did y'all see that?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched any of the new ones.
I was just up late and I just woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh snap, Hellraiser on. But I was like, I kept watching it, and the other like demon guy really defeated all of them, all the way down to the creature that had the teeth and everything, and they turned back into humans.
Oh, I got to go find that.
Yes, like when go watch it. It's kind of creepy, but it kind of was cool too, because I was like, wait, these people were humans? I didn't know. I thought they were like demons that were part of that dimension. I didn't think.
Yeah. That put you in the mind of something like 13 Ghosts.
Man, that's my movie. That's what you should do on Friday the 13th. I love Jason.
Right.
I might do that tonight. I might watch that again.
Yeah, what they should be showing 13 Ghosts on Friday the 13th. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is. We should do that next.
Did y'all like that one Jason movie? It was like the remake. It came out maybe 2010, maybe. It was like I think it was probably like the last Jason movie that was made.
I love that.
It was like New Age Jason.
Yeah, I love that one. I think that they did a really good job with that one. He was still scary and effective. They didn't try to change how he looked, how he was acting. I really appreciate that. So, and then even with the characters, like they do have like there's a black guy that's in it and there is an Asian guy that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
The black guy, he doesn't die first, but you know, spoiler, you already know.
But he died.
Yeah, which is kind of messed up because I like that character. But yeah, that one's really good.
I need to watch that.
I think the only one that I really just I cannot take is Jason in space, or how Jason X, because I'm confused about how they got him up there. Like, if you got a spaceship, why the hell you putting Jason on it with you? I'm trying to get away from people on Earth. Like, why would I take of all the people want him with me?
They just need to do the storyline. Jason wanted to go to space.
But the thing that's upsetting about it is, you know, they were supposed to be like super advanced, and they, you know, one guy, I think he got his hand chopped off, right? But then they were able to give him a new hand. So you guys can't take on this one guy, like, you know what I mean? Like
all the technology.
It was just weird. And like, yeah, they have this whole backstory how they found him, but it's just like, it is just very, very far-fetched, you know?
And then it's not even no water up there. Like, that's the weakness. Like, you got, if you don't have to take on Jason, it's got to be a lake somewhere. Ain't no lake. Like you already about to lose. Oh, which means which part was it that had the girl that was psychic? I really like that one too. That's one of my favorites also.
That's part 7.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Blood. Yeah.
That one was a good story.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It is, because I like how she accidentally brought him back to life. She was looking for her father, trying to get him, and lo and behold, pulled up Jason ass instead. So, but I think you would have to have psychic powers, because Jason has inhuman powers, and there's like no other way to really, like, you can't be a human and try to take Jason on.
I'm trying to think.
And strong as shit. Like, you not gonna do nothing with.
No, I had to think back, because you know they do some ridiculous stuff. But no, he ain't never said not now word.
If they come out with a movie and Jason say something, I'm gonna be so done. I ain't gonna want to know more.
What is he gonna say though? No.
Not Michael.
If Jason say anything, it's gonna be Mama.
I'm gonna be
Mama.
Exactly, it's gonna be Mama.
He do the ad-lib.
Right, he gonna get that Migo voice.
Mama.
That is gonna be the day that I'm gonna be done with Jason. Because he ain't supposed to be saying, you know what, I would have liked to see though, Mike versus Chucky. Because you got to have one silent one and then one who talk a lot of shit.
But Chucky got ridiculous towards the last couple ones himself. Once he got that bride, everything went downhill from that.
Man, he had a son. Like.
But yeah, Zena, what you got going on?
I have so I'm still doing like the weekly podcast with Bloody Disgusting. So we kind of share like the news, and then I give you, you know, some streaming recommendations to check out. Again, because I had some people tell me, well, I didn't like the movie. Okay, like I don't. What do you? Hey, that's not. So then I'm also still continuing on like with I do like YouTube videos on the side, just because I watch like, you know, like you guys, I watch like a lot of movies, and I kind of just want to talk about them. So, you know, I just figured like doing it in video format, and I've been working on my feature. So I've been putting that together, and because I want to shoot my shot as soon as I'm done writing it and I feel comfortable. And I've been working on this feature honestly, a couple of years on and off. And, sometimes you get a little bit discouraged. And I mean, it's been 2020, so I know we've all been there, but it's like, you feel a little bit discouraged and stuff. But I don't know, it's just something I keep on going back to. And I feel like it's like picking at me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like I have to finish. How I feel about that. So yes, but that's pretty much it for me.
Exciting.
Yes, and I do. I'm under her post a lot. Like, oh, okay, look, where's this movie streaming at? This look kind of good. Where can I watch it? So, always looking for something horror to watch. Like, okay, well, let me see if I can. This movie, this looks good. Because you have a lot of recommendations on there, and I can see why people would say they're not good because Kamika was talking about how people always judge the whole horror genre off of the few bad apples.
Right. The corny
like the few low budget bad apples that we cross. And it's like exactly. And it's like you can't do that. You really gotta give some of these movies a chance. And so those couple of movies that you suggested, I'm definitely gonna take those as a recommendation if I come on Shudder or Amazon. Because see, when I stumble upon movies myself, I end up on stuff like Vibranium, and I'm still mad about it.
Man, they sucked me in because I was like, something got to be going on. They gonna show these aliens like I'm ready. And man, let's not talk about movies.
That remind me of Signs. Y'all remember? Did y'all go to the movies to see Signs?
I went to the movies. Popcorn, everything.
38 hot. That ain't hot. That movie was supposed to be terrifying, and all I can remember now is I was thirsty. That's all I can remember.
First of all, I'm scared of aliens, so I thought it was creepy at the end.
Really? I was irritated because it was. You know what? M. Night Shyamalan do that a lot though. He gets you all hyped up, and the trailers be the best part of the whole damn movie.
Like I feel like I've been trying to be like more open to watching some movies that aren't too great. So like because obviously it takes a lot to like make a movie, right? But sometimes there's just some where it's just like, okay, I can't help you with that. So there was this movie, and I feel bad. I feel bad, but okay. In movie theater experience, there was this one movie I went to go see called, and I know there's so many people that love this movie, called Bug or Bugs.
Oh my gosh, I did not like that movie.
I hate it.
Okay.
I hate that movie.
They made it seem when they advertised it that, there's like real life bugs and stuff. And I'm like, oh, cool. I went to the movies to see it. I'm sitting there in the theater. I'm really excited. I bought a drink. That drinks are expensive and they don't give you a refill. So I was sitting there and watching, and I'm waiting for something to happen. Nothing happened. No lie. I saw so many people get up and leave the theater.
Walk out. Oh no.
Yeah. So it's like, but I'm like, no, I have to keep going, because I paid for it, So I'm sitting there, and the next thing I know, the credits come up, and I'm embarrassed. Because I hyped it up so much to my friends, like, no, this movie's gonna be like, I was in it like I was on the set, and yeah, like it was just like ever since then, though, I just had like this rage in me that I've still to this day. Because that movie came out like what 2002, 2003. I never went back to see it again. Like I still to this day I haven't watched it again, And
it was terrible.
It's like,
but I was scratching though. I was scratching it towards the end of the movie. Like I started.
Yeah, that's what they were doing, scratching and putting like aluminum on their bodies and around. And I was just confused. It just wasn't for me. Like that's
for nothing.
There were no bugs. It was all like psychological type.
Yeah.
Oh, like Cabin in the Woods.
Well, Cabin in the Woods.
No. Look, Cabin in the Woods was good.
No, it was good, but
there wasn't it all
psychological? Wasn't it something about the water or something?
Are you talking about?
No, Cabin in the Woods had real monsters.
Yeah, like real monsters that they were sacrificing certain type of people to a god.
Oh wait, no. What's that other movie?
You talking about
Where
the crazy people, the crazies, when they had like something in the water that was getting people?
Yeah, so it was like they was drinking the water and it was making them see shit and they thought it was real monsters. What was that? Was that? I can't think what that was. But the whole time you thought it was a horror movie and it ended up being something going on with the water. I'll get back to you.
One alien movie that I actually liked it was long and drawn out, but I really liked it was The Fourth Kind. I don't know if y'all have seen that.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, be honest, it is drawn out. It's like a documentary where they pull up stuff that is.
I was just gonna say that's one like the documentary stuff,
and that's what freaked me out because I was like, "Oh snap!" You know, Alaska is kind of creepy.
I ain't finished watching that movie because see, I get paranoid.
Oh, Cabin Fever, yeah, that's going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Natasha.
Cabin Fever was good.
That movie was good. That was like
Cabin Fever was good.
It was psychological. You like thought it was gonna be some monsters and shit, and it was No,
it was a disease.
Yeah,
it was a virus.
Yeah,
there was some random little boy yelling out
a virus.
I don't know what was up with him. That was weird.
It was Cabin something. Yeah, that's it. Cabin Fever.
Yeah, you know what? Cabin Fever was good. Cabin Fever 2 was not good.
I didn't know they had it too.
Yeah, don't watch that one. But
don't watch it.
I wouldn't watch it. But do you guys like full moon movies? So they're the people behind like the Puppet Master movies.
Oh yeah, Puppet Master was dope. All of the Puppet Masters dope. They had me scared out my mind when I was little. There was no stuffed animals in my room. None of that.
You get mad at me for my little gestures. You like, Mitchell, why you got them? I like that.
Oh, like little dolls and stuff?
Yeah, like I collect them.
Yeah. You know what? Let me.
Oh Lord, what is it? Please don't.
I said she got a whole little collection of creepy stuff and left out the Jason mask.
I know, right? I'm so disappointed. Let me grab my adopted children real quick.
Making me nervous.
Oh, she gonna make me go grab my babies. Like I got baby dolls. I have gestures, like all that.
I hate those gestures with the open eyes.
You got them little clowns.
So, okay, before I show you the dolls, so like literally like last December, my husband and I, we were helping one of his coworkers move, and I saw like these dolls. I was like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. And the girl, she was like, oh, you can have them. And I know that's like a horror movie waiting to happen, but I love them. I love them. Cute. And I was like, okay. And so, you know, he doesn't like them. When anybody comes over, they don't like them. But I think that they're great. I named them Polly and Molly. So we just flipped it up.
They're cute. Oh,
right? You like that little outfits? But you know something? Something creepy happened, right? So, so this one, for some reason, her shoe keeps on coming off. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. Nobody's touching you. Why do your shoe, like her shoe keeps coming off? Then on top of that, like on the, is it at the top? Yeah. On the right side. Right, yeah. It looks like it's like bleeding, right? So like on on the right side, her eyelash fell off at the top, and so did his on the same side. Right?
Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna go get my baby. I ain't gonna get mine. Hold
on. Zena, did you sage them dolls?
Right.
So, right? See her little shoe keeps coming off. Like,
why you I would have saged them things.
I should. Sage on them. Too late. You know, I had them for a year. Like maybe they walk around at night, maybe they don't. I don't know.
You know what that remind me of? In them, what's that? Is it Emily? What's that doll name? Annabelle. Yes. When that one movie came out, it wasn't an Annabelle movie, but it was in the same universe, and they was in the house, and their whole basement was like haunted shit.
Oh, The Conjuring.
No, The Conjuring.
Conjuring.
There's no way I'm gonna live in a house with all that stuff that I know.
I wouldn't live
demonic. And Annabelle sitting in a little case like that was gonna do something. No.
Okay. So first, I'm gonna show my little gesture. This is the one that somebody cannot stand.
No, not the empty eye.
I'm stuck.
Okay, then. Oh, that was cute.
My mama like them things. I do not like. She got one that crank up
Mama
and the music
do
play.
too.
Oh, she looks haunted.
My mama like them.
They look haunted.
Okay.
It look like somebody made them on purpose.
They're crows.
Like they used to be real, and they got turned into dolls.
So my grandmother had these in her closet, and I've always wanted them. And I was like, I always ask, like, Grandma, where you get them from? She's like, I don't know, so-and-so gave them to me. So I got them because whenever she passed, she was like, you can go ahead and have the dolls. So but they're twins, so I always thought it was cute. Like, I don't, I want to keep them together.
Yeah.
But it is kind of creepy, the fact that they are crocheted. Like somebody took their time, like the hair.
The details.
Yeah, like they look like some upscale voodoo dolls.
They remind me of Coraline.
Oh yeah.
I love Coraline though. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that movie is good.
All right, there you
go. Y'all better watch them dolls on Friday the 13th. Make sure they ain't doing nothing crazy.
Man, see, look at you. I say positive vibes over here. I create my little bubble of white light. No, ma'am, Kima. I was saying, you know what? That's why Jason would get you first. Like he would just be like, she ready?
She gonna be bopping and singing, and Jason gonna be like,
okay. I'm the one over here like feeling the vibes, like, nah, something ain't right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and go home. Okay, loud, like, nah, I'm straight, y'all.
This how Jason gonna get her. He gonna set that black cat around. And the cat gonna walk across the front of her. As soon as she turn around, Jason gonna be like, just see it now.
Look, let me tell you, I can't run in the water because I can't swim neither. So I can't escape there.
You know what? I would never even
run from in the water.
Like right in the woods at night in the dark. That's like our last podcast. We said, y'all have been lost in the woods? No.
No.
First of all, I got severe allergies. I'm not trying to die just because I don't walk 2 feet into the woods and the trees and the grass to set off an allergic reaction.
The pollen get you
like woods that I
exactly the pollen to take me out first.
No, I'm not gonna play in no random woods.
No,
I'm sorry. I had to.
And I told you guys about my friend with the Ouija board, right?
Yeah.
She would always try to get me to take this shortcut to go to her house through the woods. I'm like, no. Because she was white, she's white, so she would be fine. That they will go after me. So I'm like, no. She's like, oh, come on, it'll be no, we're gonna have to take the long way. It's healthier that way. It's good exercise. Like,
right.
I don't know. It was crazy.
Stretch your legs.
Try. And it was literally the woods, the dark woods. And she's like, oh, it'll take us like 5 minutes. No, just come on. Like
your friend seemed as though that she was on a level that she wanted to try to initiate you to.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think she was trying to sacrifice you or something.
It's just like
you were ready for that. She was trying to initiate you, girl, to the dark side. I'm just gonna.
I think that she was, because when I think about it, I think I was her only friend, her only Black friend, and it's like I'm like, but we had this horror movie thing in common, and it's just like she just kept on trying, like with some stuff, and it's just like I had to tell her, like, all right, you see these movies that we're watching, right? Like you see what happens to people who look like me, so no. I was always
she was trying to start a coven, a new coven.
No.
I'm gonna say my white friends ain't never tried to do that to me.
No, but you know what though?
But they was the only ones who would watch horror movies with me.
I do have a very good friend that
my Black friends would not watch the horror movies.
What'd you say, Desiree?
I was gonna say I do have a very good friend that I know from middle school. I won't call her name in case she don't want me to. But she's Wiccan, and she's always been into it a little bit. And like sometimes I see like she talk about it and the things she doing, I be like, oh, that's interesting. I think I And then I'd be like, no, I don't want them.
Yeah,
But
just
period.
Yeah, I'm curious. But she don't give me no creep vibe. She never gave me no creep vibe.
Right.
Like she gonna go sacrifice me later on. But
you know, that's why I was like, you know, I don't judge people. You know I got some associates, you know, and it's fine. But it's just like, honestly, it don't even have to be someone that practices that. It could be someone that say they are Christian and they shouting hallelujah sometimes in the church that you got to be careful over as well. Like, it's just it's just a vibe you get. You can tell when somebody trying to do something extra. You know what I mean? Like I said, it don't matter religion wise. I just feel like it's what you put out regardless. You know, if you're putting out that good positive energy, that's going to circle back around to you. But if you really putting ill will and nastiness out there, like that's gonna come back, and that comes back hard. So you never know. Like sometimes people get lonely too. I don't know why. I don't want to keep talking about your friend, but I just feel like she was lonely, and like you made her feel comfortable because you were watching those things with her. And then at the same time, who's to say that she didn't find comfort in like talking to spirits? So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know why I keep feeling your friend though.
You know what? I think that you're right, because when she started, this is no offense to the other girl again. Like I didn't do what they were doing. Plus, my parents were like super strict. So no, I can't do. Guys, it is Tuesday night at 11. I cannot be out there, you know. But like with that as an example, it was just weird because like when she did start hanging out with that new girl, we kind of like cut back on our time, which is fine. Like I wasn't like feeling any kind of way because, you know, I didn't judge her. But especially after what happened, it was just like, okay, you're going to have to come to my house. But then I was thinking, okay, do I really want that in my house? You know, so it's fine. Go hang out with that girl then, you know? You guys have a good time.
So. Nice to know you. You taught me that.
Oh goodness, y'all! Thank y'all for hanging out with us on this Friday the 13th. We have been wanting to do a Friday the 13th podcast for a while, so I'm glad we finally got to do one in this crazy year of 2020. And Zena joined us for this. Thank you so much, Zena, for doing this. You guys follow. Yes, follow her, you guys, on Facebook and Instagram, Real Queen of Horror. She is awesome. She will give you some people who want to watch horror stuff. Please follow Zena's pages. And she has some short films out that you're going to want to check out. I really like that one you did where they pulled the guy out of the car or the trunk or something. Yes. So you guys go check out her short films. She is super talented, and I can't wait to see what she has in store in the future, because we love our little horror community, and it just keeps growing bigger and bigger. And like I said, follow Zena, follow Horror and Hooch, our Facebook group Horror and Hooch, The Fifth Wall, The Fifth Column, Temper Drinks, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you guys so much. And this was fun. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody.
Have a good night.